That's my solution. Go ahead. Anyway, what else is in the news, Robin?
Well, Iron Mike Tyson. Everybody's wondering what he was up to the other night at this club in Chicago.
Right.
And what's going to happen to him if it is true, as a woman has now claimed that he assaulted her in that club. Mike's parole requires that he act in a circumspect way and do a bunch of community service, seek sexual counseling for at least a year, and that he not leave the state without the permission of his probation officer. Now, he was in Chicago with permission. However, the judge in the case who gave him the 10-year sentence on a rape charge now wants to know what the heck he was doing in a club.
Right.
It's not that it's against his parole or a violation of his parole to go into a club, but he knows he's a high-profile person and that he could get into sticky situations and everybody's watching him. So she wants maybe a good explanation. He or she wants a good explanation of what Mike Tyson was up to. At this point in time, they could curtail his ability to leave the state of Ohio. Or wherever it is that his probation is. Indiana, Ohio. I'm doing this without notes.
Yeah, who cares?
Wherever his state is.
Indiana.
Yeah.
It's Indiana.
Okay, Indiana. They might make it impossible for him to travel.
Right.
Because, or start guarding his travel more closely because of this. If he were to be indicted, then you go into a whole different area where they could revoke his parole, send him back to jail. Do any number of things to him. So far,
stuff.
they say he has been, fine with the probation officers. He's been doing exactly what he's supposed to do. But this just throws him into a whole new area. A person who says that she was a friend, Tammy Batty, was talking to police officers yesterday. She claims that this woman told her that Mike Tyson bit her on the lip when he kissed her and then touched her butt or something.
And maybe he was hungry. She's been working out a lot.
But this woman says she didn't see any signs of a bite, and she did drive the woman home after their night at the club, and she didn't know anything about a hospital stay.
Cool.
The woman's lawyer, however, says that she was told to go seek treatment, so you don't know what, quite frankly, is going on here. Mike Tyson is a target.
Right.
People are going to try. I mean, there are people who will try to do something like this to a guy who has that much money.
Right.
So, I guess there's really no answer to this question. I do know
I'm a son of Islam.
The woman now has 4 lawyers.
Right.
She gets bitten by Mike Tyson.
It's like jackpot.
And those lawyers become like those stupid Star Trek gerbils or something.
Yeah, I know. They're like the what do you call those things? Tribbles, yeah. They're just multiplying.
They just multiply. All of a sudden, she's got 4 lawyers.
She found 2 lawyers in her hamper this morning.
They're all over the place.
She's got more lawyers than Mike has IQ points. Let's take a break. Come back. We'll do another story.
Wait a minute. I have some sounds from one of Mike Tyson's co-managers.
Do you have that or do I have it?
Oh, geez. Maybe none of us have it. Maybe we should take a break.
Oh, no. Okay. Take a break and we'll find it. All right. We'll be back after this.
Eagle. Hello, this is Richard. I'm the line producer for the Howard Stern Show. Is that okay? That should be good. That's enough for me.
Nice job. Some of the people who work behind the scenes here on the show. Is that what he is, a line producer? I didn't even know we had a thing. I'm in radio 20 years. I didn't know there's such a thing as a line producer.
There is now.
I guess so. There is now. You know what I think he means by line producer? Because he's the guy who deals with all the syndicators and all the syndicated network shows.
Yeah.
So he's like on the line with them. Maybe he means a phone line producer.
I don't know. Maybe you could explain that.
Maybe he meant a lying producer, like he lies or something. I don't know.
No, that's James.
Richard calls himself line producer. Everybody gives themselves titles.
You didn't give him that name?
No. I didn't even know he had that. I thought line producer is something they do in film.
I thought it was TV.
Oh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Richard created his own job thing. Because he's back there. What he does, he keeps a log of everything I say.
But doesn't he talk to the other affiliate?
Yeah, so maybe he's on the phone line.
A phone line.
He's the phone line producer.
But he didn't produce the phone line. He talks on it.
See, a line producer is a guy who produces segments and actually comes up with ideas. He's a phone line producer.
He's confused. He didn't know what the other line.
You know, I'll tell you, Richard, it's better than calling yourself the jerk who sits at the computer. So, who came up with that?
It's much better. It's just on the form that I have to turn in for my timesheet.
Yeah.
That it was written on there.
It says line producer?
Yeah.
Wow, good. Okay. Hey, stick with it.
I didn't make it up. I didn't even know what it meant either.
Right. You mean you have a job where you don't even know what it means?
Well, I know what my job is, but I didn't know that was the title of it.
Did anybody ever give you a job description?
No.
No, I never really did get a job.
He's just one of those catch-all kind of guys. He does a good job. We just don't know what it is.
At least I do a good job.
If you want to be a line producer, they'll come up with some ideas for the show. You and Smelly James ought to work as a team.
We are.
What is the deal? Why can't you meet with James to rehearse your skits?
I don't know. It just seems to be a little difficult to coordinate our schedules.
Why, you're blowing him off?
No. I've spoken to him a couple times. You know.
Yeah.
We're working on some new material.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah.
You are working on new material.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Can I get an exclusive on that? Can I be a witness to it when you guys are done?
You'll be first to know.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Glad to hear it. You might want to take some acid before you go into the studio with that. Well, there's Richard. He's kind of a cute guy, but you'd like to have sex with him.
Until I got to know him, yeah.
Really? I knew you were attracted to him at one point.
He's very cute, but boy, is he crazy.
You know how I knew when you were attracted to him? Because I'd find you in the halls every once in a while, walk by, and you were giving him the business. You were putting him through the third. When she's like into a guy, she tortures him. And she was torturing him in the halls, and he was like all screwed up from it. He had to come and get some counseling from some of us.
She engages him.
Yeah. I said, don't you know what that means, you douchebag? She wants you. She's not wasting her time. She's trying to connect with you, and it's a little weird because you're an intern. So she's got to find a way to, like, I know what you're up to.
You know my jam.
I know when you're on the prowl. That I know. The only one who didn't know was Richard.
Did he come to you and talk to you?
No, I heard he was all shook up because you were torturing him.
To all of them at some point.
Like one day you weren't talking to him, next day you were talking to him. It was a whole thing.
I used to call him names. I used to say, you're evil.
Oh, yeah, that was your thing. So Richard would be like, why does she think I'm evil? I'm a nice man. I don't understand what's going on. And Robin would just go, you're evil. What it meant is Robin is evil.
You're making me have evil thoughts.
Robin wants to be filled with his evil. You didn't know that, man? Dude, you didn't pick up on it?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
No, I walked in. What a strange way to come on to somebody.
Well, of course.
I don't really want you. She doesn't debase you.
She doesn't want to come on to you because, listen, she's Robin. She can't be rejected. So she's getting to know you by making fun of you.
She's scaring me.
Right.
I walked in the morning. She goes, you know what, Richard? I have you figured out. I said, is that right, Robin? I was interested to hear what she had to say. And she looks at me. She goes, you are an evil person. I couldn't believe it. My heart sunk. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was really freaked out by that.
Yeah, she saw right through you.
So then after that, I
you know what's evil.
Sort of tried to
when she gets you naked, tied to the bed, and chained to the refrigerator, that's evil. Robin's ready for you. She'll let you know.
That was very funny. Oh, yeah, he would get very shaken.
I told him.
Why are you saying that?
I said she's in love. She's going to get even with somebody. Go ahead, Robin. Now, you were saying about Mike Tyson.
Yes.
Did you bite Richard on the lip?
Never touched him.
Go ahead.
I was never alone with him, as a matter of fact. John Horn is Mike Tyson's co-manager.
Co-manager?
He says that this assault could never have happened.
No, he's his co-manager. He wants to keep him out of jail.
It's one thing of being accused, another thing to be charged, and there's another thing to go to court. But in the process, Mike's the one who has to take all the weight.
Okay.
There you go.
And what else does his co-manager have to say?
These are Chicago police officers who were there that night who never left Mike at all. These are no people who are our own personal people, nothing like that. And they thought the night was an absolutely smooth night. They don't know where this came from.
Okay.
And one more from Mr.
We had our own personal security with him. Plus, whenever he goes to a town like...
Look, you got to understand something when you listen to this. This is great stuff because... Look what's going on in this guy's life.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's going to be a billionaire if he stays out of jail. All he's got to do is stay out of jail and be a billionaire.
But you know what they have to do? They have to pay people to make sure that he doesn't blow it.
It's wild.
Because he can't even walk down the street without getting into trouble.
People want turmoil in their lives. I want turmoil in my life.
But you're stuck at home.
I'm stuck at home. My wife won't let me out the door. Every minute,
the police officers who worked that area, they were that nightclub. Usually, they're always working that nightclub area. Since Mike was in town, they were with him personally that night.
So they always make sure that the police come and they watch Mike whenever he's anywhere. That's what they're saying. So this couldn't have possibly happened because Mike had Chicago police officers right there watching him every moment.
It was all very clear, by the way.
Well, he's a co-manager. So that $1 billion is safe, I'm sure.
Cool.
Meanwhile, in basketball, we had another incident where a player attacked a referee. This time it was a Los Angeles Laker.
Is that wrong?
That's so rude.
Apparently it is wrong, Howard, because the NBA has decided to suspend this guy for the rest of the season, which is only 7 games, so it's not like really drastic. But it is 7 games. And here is Magic Johnson. Here's how he felt when his teammate attacked the referee.
Didn't he die?
No.
Oh.
Johnson's alive and well.
That was unmature. He wasn't mature when he did that. That was not a mature thing to do. He
was immature. Did you say unmature?
Don't do that type of thing.
That was an unmature thing to do. That's like the uncola. I love basketball players. That was an unmature thing. Unmature.
The new one.
Yeah, we got to remember that. That's pretty cool. Unmature.
I am unmature.
I am unmature.
Magic also says that they will welcome Nick Van Exel back to the team once his suspension is over.
See, if the NBA was serious, they would throw the guy out of the league. Now they would never again see a referee roughed up. Never. Look at Fred. You know, on his soccer team in high school, he set fire to the coach. They threw him off. It was the end of his soccer career. Could have been a great player. Very, very sad.
Here is Mr. Magic Johnson again.
Okay. Mr. Magic Johnson.
We already talked to Nick earlier today. It's not going to be a problem with the team. It's just this is an individual problem where he's going to have to just mature.
Yeah, but he's unmature. I got to hear that one again.
Yeah.
That was unmature.
Unmature. I love that.
Unmature.
He's a pisser, man.
Oh, dear.
I tell you, man, English ain't his first language.
Well, there are people questioning whether the NBA is taking these attacks on the referees too lightly.
Of course they are. They're not putting it out to these guys. Take them off the team for a year. I guarantee you'll see them kissing.
Nick Van Exel has been suspended for 7 games and has to pay a record $25,000 in fines for shoving the referee.
And these poor refs, they're in no condition to fight back. You're fighting superior athletes. Let me tell you something. You make the Unabomber the referee, I guarantee you these guys will go right into line.
Nobody will touch him.
That's right.
But you'd think that if suspension for a few games and a fine would dissuade players from doing this would never have happened because Dennis Rodman already got this.
Right.
And it didn't stop this guy.
No.
So maybe it's not the right thing.
In fact, he saw it as a way to be noticed. So.
Could be. I didn't know his name before. Now I'm saying it on the radio.
To be honest, I still don't know his name. I wasn't paying attention that closely.
Well, then maybe he'll have to hit another referee.
Right.
President Clinton did what was expected of him yesterday. He vetoed that abortion bill passed by Congress to ban late-term abortions, called partial birth abortions. The president said that he could not, in good conscience, sign that bill, but if Congress wanted to reconsider and put some limitations in the bill, saying that, the ban was only for late-term abortions that had nothing to do with the health of the mother or the condition of the fetus, then he'd go along with it. But as long as it was going to be a blanket ban on late-term abortions, he can't abide. Meanwhile, Senator Dole, who is going to be running against him in the fall.
You know what Dole means penis in Iranian?
That's what I just found out today.
But you didn't know that.
Senator Dole says he thinks the president has made a mistake, and it's surely going to show up as a campaign issue.
See, I can't vote for Dole now. I just can't do it.
Election gets underway?
Senator Pohl.
Well, that's what he'll be in Iran.
Senator Wiener. I can't vote for the guy. If he's got that stance on abortion, I can't bring myself to vote for him. That's the bottom line. I'm a Clinton man then. What can I tell you?
Don't make up your mind so soon. Don't be so easy.
The abortion issue is too important to me. God forbid, my daughters one day or someone in my family has a baby and gets raped or this
is not a situation where.
All right, they diagnose the baby as mentally retarded, or my daughters are. Okay, here's the bottom line: my daughters are in the hospital.
Yes.
The doctor comes to me and says, "We can save the life of your daughter if we give her an abortion. Otherwise, she'll die in childbirth, or she'll die from complications due to childbirth."
7 months pregnant.
Right. I say remove the baby, and then they turn to me and go, "Well, Senator Pohl says you can't." And President Pohl, rather, President Wiener. And I'm like, what? You're going to kill my daughter? You mean, what do I got to do, fly to Sweden? No, President Pohl says he can't. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? What is any of us going to do? The rich will get the senators will be able to get their kids abortions, trust me. Just like in Vietnam, they got their kids out of the war. But suckers us, man. We'll watch our kids die. I can't vote for the guy. That's it. It's over. Election's over for me.
Well, the sad thing is that Dole will go along with any abortion bill. If they wanted to ban all abortions.
Yeah. Can't go along with it.
Catering to that religious right will go right along with him because he's not going to need one.
The election's over for me.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Where am I going to go? Mexico to get an abortion? What kind of safe abortion is that? They hang you up on a tree like a piñata and beat the baby out of you.
No.
Who are you kidding? Imagine Smelly James gets one of my friends pregnant.
Oh.
All right?
All of those children should be aborted. All of those children.
Richard's roommate's on the phone. He says that, hey, you there? Who's this, Rob?
Yeah.
He says Richard won't rehearse with Smelly James because he's afraid of Smelly James.
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know
what
why.
Do you mean afraid?
James is a stalker, man.
No, he's not.
I'm not kidding you.
Hey, James, come in here.
15 times a day. He'll come over to the building. He'll buzz. We won't answer it. So then he'll sit around and wait till somebody leaves. He'll come up there and knock on the door, and then, Richard's like freaking out. So he runs and hides in his room.
You mean you guys are there when he comes?
Yeah. So he runs,
you guys are hiding
and hides in his room, and we cover for him. He's not around, dude.
That must be fun.
It's a great time.
Oh, no.
Where is Smelly James and Richard? Because I want them rehearsing that comedy material. I want it on my show. I don't care.
But Richard's afraid.
I don't care.
And by the way, Howard, Richard last night, I come home, my only pride and joy in the world is my dog when I get home from work. Got home last night at 7 o'clock.
Richard's making love to it.
And Richard, it's gone.
Richard, let him out.
I don't see the dog. 5:45 this morning, Richard comes in with the dog.
Where was it?
I don't know. That's what I want to know.
What'd you do with the dude's dog?
He had him in some porno, I bet.
Oh, hey, Rob, sorry about that. I wound up staying over somebody's house, and I didn't have a chance to bring the dog home until this morning.
Is that true? You're when Smelly James... Where is James the intern? What happens when James wants to do his comedy material? You guys are hiding in the apartment?
Well, there was one incident where that happens, yeah.
Hey, James, man, this guy's hiding from you. That's what... How many times you going over to that... How many times you going over to that apartment to rehearse?
There was one day, yeah. It was quite a few times, yeah.
Right. Well, maybe the guy... Why don't you be straight with James and let him know whether you want to do it or not?
No, I'm interested in doing it.
Why are you hiding?
Then why are you hiding when James comes by?
It just wasn't the right time for me.
What does that mean?
No.
Oh, boy. So, James, what do? You keep stalking Richard?
Oh, there's one. I live in Jersey City, so I kind of forget what was going on that day.
Yeah, you came over, and then he went to some bar, Howard, and he stayed in the bar for like 10 hours and kept calling like every 30 minutes. Oh, man. He's like, well, I just started another picture, man. Give me a call whenever you can. Here's my beeper number.
Hey, that's how Cheech and Chong got started. All right.
I was there for 2 hours.
Well, you guys work on that comedy. I want it on my show.
You bet.
Richard, did you need a safe place to rehearse?
I need it.
Do you want us to supervise the rehearsal?
Supervise might be a good idea.
All right. I don't care how you get it done. Get that comedy done quickly.
You got it.
All right.
Thanks, Rob.
All right.
See you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
There's more stuff going on in that back office.
Oh, man. There's a better show going on out there than in here. All the interns are jealous of Smelly James now.
Yeah, are they?
Oh, yeah. They think he's becoming too big a star.
Oh, dear. What are you going to do?
All right.
More troubles for the Los Angeles Police Department. Rapper MC Hammer says he's going to sue the LAPD after he and members of his entourage were handcuffed by officers responding to reports of a black man with a gun on Hollywood Boulevard.
So you're not allowed to handcuff MC Hammer?
Hammer says the arresting officers looked and behaved nothing like officers of the law. He says he thought he was going to be a crime victim. So here's MC Hammer.
It's humiliating to be approached that way by people who are supposed to be enforcing the law.
Oh. Well, there's a way to make a living if your albums aren't selling.
Well, you know, he has declared bankruptcy, and he says he only has about $1 million in assets and $10 million in debt. So
that don't sound right.
This could be a career move.
Yeah. Wait a minute, let me get that straight again. Let me do that math. You got $1 million. How can you have $1 million in assets and $10 million in debt? I say you're down $9 million. That's how I look at it.
He and his wife have declared for bankruptcy protection.
I see.
So here's MC Hammer again.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm going to file a suit. I'm going to file a suit, and then we intend, to follow all the way through with it.
All right, good.
And go on, Hammer. What else?
The police are saying that they got a phone call from somebody who said a male black with a gun wearing red and black sweatshirt and a white cap.
So they needed to block off the street, call the helicopters, and all that. Come on, man. It'll be dealt with.
What's wrong? It'll be dealt with by who?
You hear that a man is running down the street with a gun and you don't want them to block off the street?
Police.
What kind of suit is that? What is this? Cops are human beings. It'll be dealt with.
LAPD, they think their officers acted perfectly appropriately for such a call. So
somebody calls and says that someone's doing that. What are you supposed to do? Go in there and deal with the guy. Talk him down.
You don't need helicopters. You might not want to see where the guy is.
MC Hammer, law enforcement official.
And does he have something else finally to say?
I think you heard it all.
That was it?
One more and you got one more. One more and I'm going to go run out and jump out the window. This logic is killing me.
They were acting nothing like police officers. They looked like I thought I was getting rolled on. You got the cars, pointing the guns, nervous, the whole thing.
What kind of cars
Any little wrong movement, it would be a different story. A mistaken identity is what they called it. But it wasn't nothing like that. It was typical procedures that you've heard so much about, and now I've been a victim of it as well. But I'm not going to take it laying down.
There you go, pal. That'll give you something to do. Hey, we know MC, nice guy and everything, but really misguided.
Maybe we ought to talk to him.
Yeah, maybe we'll get him down here. It might be time again to get into some of that outrage discussion.
But I don't know if we can dissuade him from suing.
No.
Seeing how he needs money.
Yeah, anything. It's like, I was walking down the street with a crack in the street. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll finish the news.
We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Robin, I got to interrupt the news with bigger news. Mike, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
This guy's backed up at the Lincoln Tunnel. He's right at the Lincoln Tunnel. There's a guy on the overpass threatening to jump. He's 20 yards away from it.
We need Super Howard. He's a jumper.
Let me get this straight. Where are you right now?
Right outside the Lincoln Tunnel. You know the loop coming out of the...
Yeah.
The first overpass when you get out of the loop coming from New York into Jersey.
Now, how do you know he's threatening to jump?
Because he's holding out to the fence, and it's a 10-foot high fence, and there's 200 cops trying to talk him in.
All right, listen to me. You got a car phone there, obviously?
I got a portable, yeah.
You got a portable?
Yeah.
All right, walk over to the cops and tell them that if they want, ask them if they want to speak with Howard Stern.
All right, I'm going to have to drive around because I'm below the overpass. He's above it, so I'm going to have to take a loop around.
Where are the cops? Are there any cops near you?
All the cops are on the overpass on the other side of the fence trying to talk him. They're actually tying ropes right now, throwing him over the fence, trying to tie him against the fence.
Because what would be cool is if you could walk over there with your phone.
Yeah, I know, and tell him how Super Howard wants to talk to him.
Yeah, and tell him Howard Stern, who has talked other people down, is here.
I know. You're
right. What do you think, Robin?
I thought you weren't going to get into this anymore.
I don't know. I'm charged up. I'm on a roll.
All right, all I can do is just drive around. He's not going anywhere, so by the time...
How can you get to him if there are all those cops?
I can't get to him.
But he can get to the cops.
I can get to the cops. The cops are only an inch from him. There's a fence, wire fence between him and the cops.
Well, you might want to say to the cops who are just standing around, say, Howard's on the phone.
And he's an expert at this.
Yeah, maybe you ought to turn it over to a professional. That's what... All right.
I don't think they're going to go for it, but I'll try.
All right, now where are you now? You're going to drive now?
I'm in Weehawken. The town is called Weehawken. I'm going to drive around and try to get up onto the overpass, park my car, and walk
I'll put you on hold. I mean, I'm not even going to put you on hold. Gary's going to stay on the line with you.
Okay.
When you get up there, Gary will pop me back on. When you're actually out of your car walking toward the cops.
You got it, Howard.
All right.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Gary, pick up.
Got it, man.
All right. I might be needed, Robin.
All right, so you're on standby for suicide prevention again.
Guy could be a listener of ours. If the cops say, hey, you want to speak to Howard Stern, the guy might, hey, might jump or he might stay. You know I'm good at it.
But I told you, the last time it was a big gamble. We got into it before we even realized it. If the guy jumps, they're going to blame you.
Well, what if it's Emilio again? Wouldn't that be wild?
That would be hysterical.
Yeah, maybe I don't want that blamed on me if he jumps. So what? Send my ratings up. It'll be negative for a while, then it'll go away. What else is in the news?
You have an automatic out. Who expects you to be able to do anything like that anyway? Why'd they give him the phone?
Right. We're already apologizing for the guy falling.
Let's see. Where was I?
It'd be funny if he landed on a radio. That'd be ironic. Go ahead. So you just did a story on... I forget.
I don't know. We stay away for so long, I can't keep track of what we're doing.
I think it's tomorrow already.
Well, let me just go to this. Jesse Jackson is continuing to try to... he's been in the news almost every day this week. He's had a very good week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of racial stuff.
Last couple of weeks, he's had a good run. He's still talking about those people who were beaten in Los Angeles. Was it Los Angeles? Yeah, in California. As they were trying to get over the border.
You mean the people who were subdued after throwing stuff at 100 miles an hour at the cops?
Yeah.
Right.
So here is Jesse Jackson. He has some comments, I suppose, on how we should be treating immigrants.
Oh, I wish he would go immigrate to another country.
The policy must be rational and consistent. We should not use guest workers to undercut those trying to organize the workers that are already here. And for the children who are here,
I think he's speaking another language.
Education, and their parents and children deserve health care. And they need it.
Why does he care so much about immigrants?
Because these are people who might vote for him.
Yeah.
This is another constituency he can appeal to.
How about some of your black brothers who want to get jobs legitimately, or they're in this country legitimately, and these immigrants...
Stop with that black brother stuff.
Yeah.
You're all Americans.
No, we're not.
Oh.
What about these guys who are here illegal taking jobs away from people? Go ahead. Yeah, what about your black brothers who need some work, bro?
You know who else is upset?
Fred.
I'm almost... I can't take this much anymore. Louis Gossett Jr., an Academy Award winner.
He's upset?
Is now obsessed that he was the only black actor sitting in the audience at the Academy Awards, which were produced by Quincy Jones and hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, and the camera didn't find him in the audience once.
Oh, please. Please.
Aren't there some more serious problems?
I mean, come on. Can't he find something else to whine about?
Oh, no, he can't. Here's Louis Gossett.
We're supposed to find Louis. There's a lot of people at the Academy Awards who didn't get the camera on them.
I'm the only African-American who sat there in the audience. He never put the camera on me. Never put me in the show. Of all times, this year should have been it. And Quincy Jones, as a producer, I have to pick a bone with him and ask him what's going on.
Maybe he was ugly.
What could have been going on?
You mean, that's right. Every black in Hollywood was on stage except for Lou Gossett. What? You know who else is mad? Wesley Snipes. He wasn't in the show either. He's very upset.
Oh, please.
Yeah. Sure. Every black actor is upset.
Let's hear more from Lou.
I was being sarcastic, you understand.
No.
They were right. It's time for a change, and it was Jesse Jackson's opportunity to do that. And any organization who needs to tell that story needs to use the Oscars and anything else to do that.
This guy's confused. So now, because he's black, he wasn't shown on TV. But Quincy
That's
Jones
how he feels about it, yes.
was a black man producing the show with a lot of black actors.
Explain it to me. I told you right from the very beginning. Jesse was a little confused that night.
Right.
A lot of confusion going around.
Anybody who's black is upset.
That's the picture I'm getting. And what else does... that was Louis saying that he agreed that Jesse Jackson should have called for a protest of the Oscars. And now here is Mr. Gossett to say that he thinks that Hollywood ought to lighten up and start sharing more of the wealth.
The bottom line is we in Hollywood, off camera and stuff, we are a family. And then, if you come from a large family, some of the big guys, they get all the chicken breasts and stuff, and we get the chicken wings and necks. We need to get some of that thigh.
Shut up! Sit down!
We need to get
always chicken, too, yeah. Always with chicken analogies. There's no other food on the planet. You know, you go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, the big man get the breasts. We want thighs and necks.
We get the necks and the wings.
He's a funny guy.
Some of that thigh.
He can do anything he wants in Hollywood. Why doesn't he start producing pictures of big man?
He's had quite a good career.
What is his beef? He's saying that the people who own Hollywood, we know who they are, they're getting all the money. Well, why doesn't he put up some money? I don't see him putting up any of his own money. If he put up some money and produced the script, who's stopping him? I don't want to get into it. The guy's nuts.
Well, you know, but to sit and say that they never put the camera on me, there's something wrong. I bet you there's 100 people, more, who could say the camera never got on me either.
Do we need to see Lou Gossett?
They usually put the camera on people we've seen lately.
Yeah. Well, it just goes to show you that the big guy get the macaroni and the little man get the cheese. And I always said it, and I'll say it again. And it's the same with the watermelon. The big man get the whole watermelon, we get the seeds and the rides. What?
So that guy, you know, with the jumper?
Yeah.
We were talking, and then we just got cut off.
Yeah.
And I thought he made the whole thing up, but then I called the cops, and there's some guy jumping there.
Do you need me?
Well, I can't get to anybody that'll let us talk to you.
No.
That guy got disconnected. So
it's just offering my services as a counselor.
You were there.
That's it.
They should need you.
And I kept calling that guy back, and his phone's turned off. He said he was getting close to somebody, and he said they didn't look friendly. Maybe they took his phone away.
Maybe he got his phone confiscated.
That's right.
Maybe it's Imus. He's got wind of what's going on in Boston. He had a good scam going there for a while in the morning. He's ready to jump now. Losing all his audience to me. There was one market he was doing good, and I wasn't on there. Now he's losing all his audience. Stupid ass. Dummy. Anyway, anything left, Robin?
Yes, a few other notes. Tanya Harding is getting a divorce from her husband of 3 months. This is the second marriage that has not worked out for her.
Gee.
So she is now getting a divorce and trying to restart her skating career. However,
maybe that's her husband jumping. Couldn't take it. 3 months with her.
The skating organizations have decided not to lift their ban against her. So I don't know what kind of a skating career she's going to have. But
or she could teach kids. I'm sure a lot of parents would want her around.
Would you bring your children to Tanya Harding?
Yeah, for some good skating lessons, sure.
This is some sad news for all you men. I knew there was something wrong with you. Men lose brain tissue at an almost 3 times the rate of women.
Big deal. Who
Curbing
cares?
their memory, concentration, and reasoning power as they get older. You've always heard of the term grumpy old men. Well, this is where scientists think it comes from.
Oh.
What will we do?
The most dramatic loss was in men's frontal lobes, which control attention, abstract reasoning, mental flexibility, and inhibition of impulses.
Well, I can't lose what I never had.
And in the temporal lobe, which governs memory.
You know they x-rayed me? I have no temporal lobe. Robin, don't you lose your lobes. No. All 2 of them. Gotta have them.
Women lose tissue in neither lobe, okay?
Wow. They have 2 lobes. The left one and the right one.
While you guys are
Holy
getting
mackerel. Oh, my.
inflexible and impulsive, we're getting better.
That would explain O.J.'s behavior.
They say in Hot Copy today that Tom Jones was at a restaurant in Manhattan serenading a young model.
You're a lady. Whoa, whoa, you're a lady. Talking about my little lady. He must have lost a few loaves.
They apparently didn't leave the restaurant until 6:15 in the morning.
Isn't he married, Robin?
Yes, he is, Howard. By 2:30, Tom and Amanda Best
Oh.
were there with just the waiter staff.
Good for them.
And the piano player, their featured piano player. Tom was heard singing tunes
I want that kind of
throughout
marriage.
the evening, and then at about 5:30, he started teaching the owner of the place how to play the song Great Balls of Fire.
Which is what Tom had in his pants.
And there was a reason that song was on his mind.
Great balls of fire. I got that. I know how to put my fire out, though.
There's going to be a new Tarzan TV show, this time in syndication.
Excellent.
Tarzan will not have his chimpanzee sidekick.
Oh.
No cheetah.
You're kidding.
No.
That's bogus.
Yeah, how can you have Tarzan without cheetah?
I love Tarzan. But
They say that Jane will make an occasional appearance.
Yeah, and watch, I bet you all the people in Africa aren't black anymore.
He will spend a lot of time in the jungle, but he'll also travel to other places.
And I bet you they'll have politically correct natives, like, you know.
Remember the last Tarzan?
Yeah.
He was college educated.
Yeah.
And ran around in a loincloth.
Yeah, he was much smarter than anyone. He'll have a computer. He'll be on Lotus Notes. Tree.com.
So I can't imagine what they're doing. They say this Tarzan will be based on later novels, not the Edgar Rice Burroughs first two novels. So Tarzan will be a loner, not the guy who was trying to hook up with Jane and the monkey.
Be a loner.
And he will travel to France and Malaysia. I don't know what he'll be doing there, but...
How's he get there? Gets on a crocodile.
We can check in and see how Tarzan's been doing.
You want to watch Tarzan, man? You watch the old Tarzan movies with, what's his name, Johnny Weissmuller?
Johnny Weissmuller still is the best Tarzan
He is the man.
ever was.
That's the guy. Trust me, man. And when he's chasing around those black people and the elephants and stuff, it's fun.
Well, you look at it a different way than I do. I think he's just running around as a jump.
It's great. A white guy, of course, is leading the entire Africa. There was no black guy around that could have...
Who wrote the book, Howard?
Hey, there you go. Eurocentric. All right, very good. Anything else, Rob?
Finally, Howard, I know this is going to break you up.
Fred wrote a bit?
No.
What?
Not that bad.
What?
Larry Lepre is dead.
Who is he?
He's the guy who wrote the Hokey Pokey.
Oh, I love that song. Is that you put your left foot in?
Yes, he wrote all those lyrics.
Did he write the part that says, put your left foot out? Or did someone else write that? What?
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
You shake it all about or around, that's all him. Yeah, you shake it all about. You turn around, you shake it all about.
I shake it all about, but it's too small.
Larry Lepre.
Didn't he have a deal at, didn't he work on the Arsenio show and and measured guys' buttocks and testicles? I guess this is a different guy.
Wait a minute, I'm telling you a little bit of misinformation here.
That's right. Everyone will forget it anyway.
4 years after, I guess, the Hokey Pokey was written,
He did the bunny hop.
a guy named Ray Anthony bought the rights and recorded it. And then on the B-side, he put the bunny hop.
Yeah, he was good.
Big song.
Think he was waiting around for his next hit for like 25 years? Sad. I'd like to do a movie about his life. Guy has a stroke of genius, writes, like, put your left foot in, left foot out, and then never can have another hit.
So there you have it. The
Thanks,
man who
Robin.
wrote the Hokey Pokey, dead at the age of 83. Hokey Pokey will keep you healthy. He lived a nice, long life.
His father wrote the ABC song. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, the alphabet song.
A, B, C, D,
E, F. All right, let's say,
Very
Robin,
popular.
you're going to be on TV coming up April 15th.
April 15th, Monday night, 9 o'clock, NBC. It's nationwide.
I hear you're quite good in it.
Web. I thought you were going to have somebody review it.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
Okay.
Someone's coming in to review
I would be interested to see what they think of my performance.
TV Guide gave it a crummy write-up, but not
Yeah.
you.
Well, they didn't write me up at all, probably.
No. They say, you want to hear what they say about the movie?
What?
This is great. You'll love this.
Oh, my.
Deadly Web. And this is a dumb movie about a smart subject, computer crime. Ed Marinaro uses the latest technology to track a psychotic cyber god, but forgets to check the victim's house for listening devices. And the climactic scene takes place in, yes, a hospital morgue. Some things even the computer revolution can't change. My score, 3. Got a 3.
Ooh.
But they didn't knock you.
3 out of what?
3 out of, I think, like 100. But, hey, it's how your performance is.
That's right. That's all I care about.
I heard you were good. In fact, I don't want to give it away.
What?
No, I don't want to give away the review from
Oh, okay.
Is it worse than Jackie's The Watcher? A 3? What did The Watcher get? Jackie did The Watcher.
No, not what you gave it, Jackie. What did the review?
Jackie gave it a B+.
I thought you were talking about me.
Jackie Penthouse. By the way, you'll also be speaking. Won't you? You have a full plate this
Oh, yes, on April 25th. I will be speaking at the Child Abuse Prevention Program's fundraiser. You do.
Oh, man, you never do anything nice.
Aren't you sad? I'm trying to do a good thing here.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's about time someone on the show did something nice.
I know it's odd.
She'll be late, you think?
Miss the whole
I know it's odd to hear of someone doing something good out of the, kindness of their heart with asking for nothing in return, Jackie, but some people do it.
Jackie gets paid to do benefits.
The number to call for information is 718-834-5159.
And Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, you can enjoy his very funny 2-hour video, his wild game, Stump the Joke Man. Only $15 plus $4 shipping and handling. Spring special, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Tonight, April 11th, the Rascals Comedy Club in West Orange, New Jersey, with Jake Thomas on keyboards. For Jokeland's web address and Sergeant Pecker info, call 516-922-WINE. What the hell is that, Fred? That is the most annoying sound effect.
What does that mean?
We used to have great Jackie music.
I've got all kinds of stuff.
Today, join King Norris for an after-work party at Roadhouse America on 52nd and Broadway. Go talk to Fred.
Is his band officially now King Norris?
Yeah, that's the name.
All right.
Don't miss Boyd Gary and the K-Rock Band this Saturday from noon to 2. Oh, Fred, there's this guy that called from Los Angeles wants to sign you to a record company.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to talk to
my guy.
Paul, what's his name again, Gary? Paul?
I thought it was Bud. Drayton.
Paul Drayton, right.
Drayton.
Right.
I've heard of him.
That'll be from noon to 2, Boyd Gary, at the Playground Warehouse in Melville on Spagnoli Road. The first 30 people will get a free Polaroid with Baba Hohai. Don't forget to catch Prick tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at Chili's Bar and Grill in Little Falls, New Jersey.
Oh, yep.
That's Steve the Gorilla Gorillo. Roseanne's new show, Saturday Night Special, debuts this Saturday on Fox at 11. Check it out. Roseanne's guests are Sharon Stone with Bush and Melissa Etheridge. Very nice hour. And the Rainforest, you know where to call for tickets. I don't even know if there's any left. Give it a try. 212-245-6557. That's for tomorrow's night show with Sting and Elton John and James Taylor and a whole list of people. Diana Ross, Don Henley, lots of different people. If you're planning a wedding or party, you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineers, Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. We'll see you tomorrow.